Hello, Crafty Crandall here. Today I have a fun video for you. I actually got this idea from another YouTuber wherein I am going to be drawing / painting 6 of my favorite YouTube artists. This should be very fun. I plan on doing so in my Yetzer Labs sketchbook. It is hot pressed paper, so I think that it will do the best job as far as allowing for multiple mediums, because the approach that I'm going to be taking for this video is that I am going to be painting each of the YouTubers in their primary medium. So I've got 6 different YouTubers here for you to watch. I will try to add chapters or timestamps below so that you can skip to your favorites if you're only interested in certain people. Or if, like me, you love all of these YouTubers, then I hope that you stick around to see how I do. I will also be talking about each of the YouTubers in kind of a little bit of detail as far as what I like about them, why their channel is so fun to watch, and like a little bit, about their videos and their content in general. So if you have never heard of any of these YouTubers, then you can watch this to learn a bit more about them, see if their content might be of interest to you. So without any further ado, let's hop into it, shall we?
All right, so the first YouTuber that I'm going to be drawing / painting in this piece is Temi Danso. Temi Danso, or Temi Danso Art as she goes here on YouTube, is a phenomenal YouTuber. She is sassy, she's got a phenomenal personality, and she is the queen of colored pencil portraits. And so with that, I am going to attempt to draw her portrait in colored pencils. Colored pencils are probably my weakest medium, maybe like alongside markers, which you'll see later with another one of the artists. So I am just pulling out all of my colored pencils here, and I'm going to give this a shot. I apologize for the poor lighting of this sketchbook in general. I did my best to make the lighting okay, and I think it gets better as the video progresses, but for this particular one, it is a little bit less bright, but I also think that kind of helps you see the colored pencils lay down a little bit better because they do kind of reflect back the light that is shining on top of them. Going back to Temi Danso, she is actually the most recent YouTuber that I have started to watch and follow that is on this list, and I am so glad that I found her. She is just great. She has a ton of informative videos. She's got lots of tutorials and like snippets on how to use colored pencils, tips, tricks, tutorials, you name it, she has it. And she also has a phenomenal series called Temi's Tirades, where she rants about different art topics every single Tuesday. I love watching these videos. I am so here for Temi's Tirades. Go watch every single one of them. Go binge her content. You will not be disappointed, and you might even learn something that you didn't know before. Another thing that I love about Temi is that she is actually an engineer, and so am I. So engineers full-time, doing YouTube on the side. I am so here for it. Let us all just embrace our creative side in addition to our more technical jobs. Love that about her. It is actually probably the reason why I started watching her channel in the first place, is because I read her biography and learned that she was an engineer and said, well, I have to watch her then, because, I mean, come on, supporting engineers, absolutely, I'm here for it. So glad that I found her again. Her art is just really inspiring. She does such amazing realistic portraits, and if you've watched my portrait painting process video, then you know that I am trying to practice getting better at portraits, which is another reason that I wanted to try to do this challenge, doing 6 fan arts in the form of 6 portraits of different YouTubers in different mediums. So although I don't think that Temi's portrait necessarily came out the best, I think that it was well worth the practice. It definitely had, as she calls it, the ugly phase, and I hope that I was at least able to push past that ugly phase just a bit. I do think that my sketch was pretty accurate, but I don't think that I was able to carry through with that accuracy in the colored pencil piece. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. I would love to hear your opinions on all of the pieces below. With that, we hop into what I believe was definitely the second most challenging piece on this list, because I am painting / drawing none other than Jazza. Jazza, or from the channel Draw with Jazza, is a legendary YouTuber. He is what I would consider to be like the father of art YouTube, if you will. He is primarily a marker and colored pencil artist. He does videos of every type of medium though. He does sculpting, he does tabletop games, he does painting, he does challenges, he does art hacks. You name it, he's done a video on it. He animates, he does digital art. He just has a humongously wide repertoire of art in every single topic, and it is so inspiring to watch this man just continue to progress, get bigger and bigger as far as his YouTube is concerned, and just take ideas to the absolute extreme. Jazza is, I think, just the person that keeps perpetuating and pushing further than most other art YouTubers in this space, and stays really true to himself at the same time. So he just seems like a really sweet, humble person with big ambitions and a true passion for art that is just infectious. I highly encourage you to go and watch his videos if you don't already. He's got, in addition to a bunch of fun, entertaining, really out there art videos, he does have a variety of really useful tutorials as well, as far as line weight variation, drawing, painting, coloring, etc. So go and check out his content. You might have to dig a little bit for the tutorials, as he has been doing more either sculpting or videos surrounding his various passions within the field. But regardless, all of them are worth a watch. Jazza is so entertaining. You will not be bored during any of his videos. Again, with this piece, I don't think I did a great job of illustrating Jazza. I had a difficult time using the markers, but I would be interested to hear your thoughts yet again down below in the comments. The next YouTuber that I decided to illustrate is none other than Ergo Josh. Ergo Josh is a primarily digital artist, and he has so much amazing informational content on portraiture, realism, creating realistic digital art, and creating artwork that is true to form, true to various poses and dynamics. And his content is just top notch as far as editing, lighting. His studio setup is so inspiring, in addition to the content on his channel. Here I am painting a digital portrait of him on my iPad in Procreate. I am not good at digital art, so this was yet again a challenge. I decided to knock out the 3 most difficult pieces for me personally straight away, so that I could then focus on painting the other 3 after having undergone most of the struggles, if you will. You will see here that I started with the line work, I started adding some color, and then realized that the reference photo that I had chosen of Josh was very difficultly lighted. And what I mean by that is his face had a lot of purple and yellow lighting that I just found it very difficult to capture. But I did my best and continued forward with the piece. I used a very soft brush. I tried to take almost a watercolor approach with the coloring, and then used the smudge tool to kind of smudge through it. Now, I know what you're thinking if you've watched any of Ergo Josh's videos, that he recommends rendering in a much more controlled fashion, in a much different fashion than what I'm demonstrating here. But to be honest, that type of rendering takes a very long time, and I didn't want to spend forever on this piece. I just wanted to see if I could create a likeness. I think that I did an okay job, all things considered. Unfortunately, I forgot to screen capture the last part of me painting this portrait. So instead of just ending it halfway through and then showing you the finished product, I figured that I would also show you the 1 minute Procreate generated speed paint so that you could just see the last part where I added an additional layer and just tried to fix my rendering a little bit, added in the final details, and again tried to make it more to his likeness. I also used the transformation tools in Procreate. The great thing about digital art is that you can transform your art, and it is very easy to do so. I didn't need to erase. I could just use the transformation tools and make it happen. So that is a nice feature of digital art and something that I like to point out for anyone struggling with their paintings. Digital art does have its perks. But Ergo Josh's channel is a fantastic reference point if you're interested in learning more about digital art, and if you're just interested in really entertaining, really top-notch, well-edited, like fantastic color and video quality artistic videos. Additionally, Ergo Josh's personality is just hilarious. He is very funny, and he is just a joy to watch. So please go check out his channel and let me know if he is one of your favorite YouTubers as well. Additionally, let me know how you think this piece ended up turning out. All things considered, I think that it could have been worse, to be honest. Could have been worse. I think that the background really added a ton to it, in that it just kind of pulled the whole thing together. The final 3 pieces were all paintings, and so I did them all together. The 3 artists that you see depicted here, starting with the top left, is Denise, Soden, or in liquid color, moving to Minnie Smalls, and then on the bottom is Arleesha Yetzer, or Arleebean. These 3 ladies are just such inspirational YouTubers. In liquid color, or Denise Soden, I talked about in my sketchbook unboxing video, wherein I received a sketchbook which she had drawn on the first page of. She is such an inspiration. It is really because of her that I started to watercolor, and I just love watching her content. She is an animal artist, and she just does the most amazing watercolor pieces. If you've never seen her work, I highly recommend you go check it out. It is breathtaking the way that she can control the watercolor to make such just vibrant, detailed animal pictures. Minnie Small is another one of my favorite YouTubers. Her content is so calming. It is low pace, very calming. Minnie does a variety of different mediums. The one that I am painting her in here is gouache, because I think that gouache is really what I would consider to be her quote unquote primary medium, though she also does watercolor and I believe oil paintings as well. She does a multitude of paintings on her channel, primarily around both landscape, architectural, and botanical focused pieces. So if that's something you're interested in, I again highly recommend you check out Minnie's work. And finally, we have Arleesha Yetzer, or Arleebean, here on YouTube. Her content, similar to Minnie's, is extremely calming. And what I love about her pieces is that they are portraits, but the way that Arleesha uses color is just magnificent. It is so inspiring. I wish that I could attain the level of looseness and just color composition that she achieves in her pieces. It is absolutely mind-boggling every time watching her videos come to life as she just adds colors that you wouldn't think to add to portraits. She, plays around with the paint. She pushes the boundaries and really embraces her creativity. And it is that creativity and that infectious attitude that just makes me absolutely love her content. All 3 of these painters have continued to inspire me as I myself have just kind of pushed myself into, new mediums, pushed myself into improving with my artwork, improving with painting, with portraits, and just trying to get better at specific subjects such as hair and clothing, and really getting better at mixing colors. These people are all phenomenal references for various topics in the artistic realm, and I would highly recommend each and every single one of them. If you need an artistic reference, a tutorial, something is not clear to you, go search their channel for a video on what you're looking for, because at least one of the 6 of these people probably has it. I tried to cover people that really extended across a broad range of mediums in the artistic sphere, because I am not only inspired by watercolorists, but also by artists of all different types of mediums. I think that it's important to consume content of, these various mediums, these different aspects of art, to keep you inspired, to keep you coming back and wanting to learn more, wanting to push the boundaries a little bit, wanting to improve your own skills. Nothing is more inspiring than watching other people succeed with artwork and just learn alongside them. It is a fantastic community. I really appreciate YouTube for bringing together such a conglomeration of really unique artists across such a variety of skills, backgrounds, interests, and just approaches to artwork, and also approaches to displaying information. Like I said, Denise and Arleesha are so calming. Their videos are just really calming. Minnie as well. Whereas Ergo Josh, Jazza, and Temi Danso are more so on the entertaining, out there, really extroverted, kind of pushes the boundaries as far as being very, not loud necessarily, but just entertaining in a different way, rather than the calming effect of the other 3. I try to consume content across, a variety of personalities in addition to a variety of mediums. And I think that it's just really great to have a space to consume this type of content, to, see what's going on in the art world and continue to learn. Please let me know which one of these pieces is your favorite. I would really like to know. Personally, I think that I like Minnie Smalls the best, even though I don't think that I did the best job of rendering her face with the gouache. I just really like how the piece itself looks compositionally next to all of the other faces, because she is a little bit further back, and, the portrait includes a bit more of her body with it. Additionally, I really like how Arleesha's glasses came out. I like the background of Ergo Josh. The only one I'm really displeased with, I think, is Jazza. I could have definitely have done a better job with Jazza. Unfortunately, when I laid down the color for his eyes, it almost looks like I gave him a black eye. So there you have it. I don't know. I apparently accidentally punched Jazza in the face with my artwork. So here it is. Here's my appreciation video for Jazza as a YouTuber, and I've managed to portray him in such a fashion. But in all seriousness, I would like to know which one of these is your favorite. You will see that I do go back at the end and try to fix Temi Danso's face, as I remember from one of her blending videos that you can use a colorless blender to blend out colored pencils. This is not something I've ever tried before, so I actually tried it on a little index card first. It appeared to work, and so I went ahead and used that colorless blender to try to blend in a little bit better the colored pencil that I had laid down, because I didn't do the best job of, bringing it all together, if you will. So hopefully that all worked out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know who your favorite art YouTubers are, as I would love to discover more art YouTubers. I will try to leave links to my other favorites, as this is not by any means an exhaustive list, down in the comments, so that you can explore other fantastic art YouTubers. And I will catch you in the next one. Thank you so much. Bye.
you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please feel free to like this video if you liked it, subscribe to my channel down below if you're interested, if you enjoyed this content. I post new art and book related content every single Tuesday and occasionally on Fridays. Let me know which of these YouTubers is your favorite down below and which one you think that I did the best. Thank you guys so much. I will catch you in the next one. Bye!